One, two, five, five, four, three, two, one. Hello, and welcome back to the Lions Pride podcast. This is your host, Triumphy, as always. Guys, I couldn't be more excited. We're 5 days from Classic. Just every time I turn around, I get more excited. I'm streaming. I'm doing a lot of thinking about what I'm going to be doing once the game is out. I think that's some of the most exciting part of this whole thing is just getting to kind of, you never know what you're actually going to end up doing, and being able to kind of plan that out and try to meet different people and get into different places and find the people you're going to be playing Classic WoW with. It's an exciting feat, and not an easy one at that. I had to make a lot of choices about where I'm playing even, and I finally decided on the streamer server with SFan. Guys, I am in SFan's guild. We have had 2 guild meetings so far, and they've both gone really good. It's gonna be, what's the best way to say this? At the start, it's going to be a bit of a shit show, I think, because everybody has expectations, and I don't know if people's expectations are going to be met. I think people are going to really figure out this game is a lot harder to level to 60 than they thought. Although we'll see. But also, I know I'm gonna try my best and get to 60. I relatively quick. I still have work, and but most of the time when I'm home, I'm gonna be able to commit to playing the game, which is really awesome, actually. So, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna be playing on Fairlena with SFan and the Paladin Police Force. I will be playing the Paladin. I think I told everybody that last week. But anyways. This week has been it's such a weird week because they decided to do the beta last week. People kind of had something to work with, something to look at. This week has been a lot of people, a lot of content creators making videos, just getting ready for the launch of Classic, getting everybody hyped up. It's a really exciting time to be a part of this community, and get your friends involved. Get people that you want to play the game with involved. This is going to be a big game, guys. Whether people think so or not, it is. They're opening more servers. People, they're getting flooded right now. So that's nothing but. I couldn't be happier. It's my favorite game, and I truly think it's one of the greatest games ever made, if not the best game ever made. And to see it looking like it might be back on top for at least a good period of time, it just warms my heart. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyways, so I kind of wanted to talk a bit about what my expectations are for myself as far as Classic is going. I'm having kind of a hard time because as much as I'd like to play a Ret Paladin, I don't know if it's going to be. I think it might be something that I have to go and maybe just get a Ret set of gear eventually. But I have a feeling as a Paladin I'm going to probably end up healing. So, which I'm okay with. I actually really like the playstyle of the Paladin, being really free to go in and heal and then also do some off damage and that type of stuff. I really love the utility of the class, so not necessarily just the damage output. So that's I think what I'll be doing. Of course, you can never be 100% sure. I don't know how many people are really gonna hit the level of play they're thinking they are going to. Because WoW is a huge time investment. To be able to be good at this game, you have to have a lot of time on your hands to be able to devote to it, and be willing to do research and figure out what else you need to do, and work with people and schedule, and it's a really intense game, and that's part of the reason it's such a it's why it drives such a great community. Is it's like a whole nother world. I was explaining it to my mom the other day. She's been watching me play this game since I was 13 years old, and she's just never really understood it. And I finally told her, it's like it's another world. I get to have a social life within this game and this community even outside of it. I've been to BlizzCon a few times, and there's nothing like getting to meet those people that honestly you talk to probably more than your close family on a regular basis because you guys are playing WoW together, and that's a great feeling. Anyways, like I said, I'll be playing on Fairlena. I really because I haven't really played this version of the game. I'm really keen to find out how exactly the Paladin is going to work in the 1.12 version of this game. I know for a long time people said they were crap because they were just buff bots, but with the healing, greater blessing of kings and greater blessing of wisdom and might, I don't know if that's going to be the case always. I'm sure it still will be, but I think my goals, and I may have said this in another podcast, is to eventually have a full judgment set and corrupt Ashbringer. I can see myself now in a battleground just going around, just like hitting people with that corrupt Ashbringer, and I can't wait to be able to do that. It's something that I missed out on the first time, and it's something I'm really looking forward to this time. That's for sure. But anyways, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about having to make a decision between who you're going to be playing with, who unfortunately you might not be getting to play with because they're playing on a different server than you. It's not easy choosing between friends and guildies and and what you want to get out of the game. It's not an easy task, and you got to be able to assess and see which group of people is gonna help you meet your own goals. I think is a huge part, and also not that you're only meeting your goals, because Classic is a huge social game, and you're gonna be helping a lot of other people meet their goals. That's part of why the game is so good, is because you intertwine yourself, you build relationships through this game, and you hold on to them for a long time. That's for sure. I know I say that's for sure a lot, guys. Sorry. But I just couldn't be happier that we're only 5 days. Tomorrow will be 4. And then we got the weekend, guys, and then it's Classic time. I don't know about you. I already scheduled a little time to get out of work early on Monday to be able to go and get the stream going and play the game. So, guys, that being said, I'd really love to hear from you guys on Twitter or wherever you'd like to reach me at. What things are you most excited for with the launch of Classic? Are you excited about getting there and getting loot? Are you more excited about getting to get back together with some old friends and go run dungeons? I know that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. Not that the loot isn't great, but I can already just picture myself outside of Dead Mines waiting for the tank that we can't find. It happened to me the other day. I'm sure it'll happen again. And that just excites me a lot. So, but anyways, guys, I will be streaming come Classic launch. So, if you get a chance while you're watching Asmongold or SFAND or whatever those guys are doing, and you need a quick breath of fresh air, come by the stream. Not that I'm a breath of fresh air, but I'd love to see some of you guys, especially that listen to the podcast, in chat and talking it up, and getting to hear and be excited with other people is always the best. So definitely stop by the stream next Monday, and I'll be streaming pretty much every day, probably thereafter. Just trying to get to level 60 and figure out what I need to do to get raid ready, and I'll be there in a couple weeks. But for now, guys, we prepare, and for now, I'll go ahead and give you guys some links to some of my other platforms that I do content on. My YouTube channel, you can type in Triumphy TV, and you'll find my YouTube channel. I do some commentaries and stuff over there. as well as I'll probably hopefully be posting some different stuff. I haven't had too many creative ideas as far as doing a YouTube video recently. So once Classic is here, I'm sure I'll get those creative juices going again. But if you want to check out my stream, I do stream on Twitch and Mixer. Just check out Triumphy TV, twitch.tv/Triumphy TV and mixer.com/Triumphy TV. If you guys would like to check out the stream there, I would love to have you guys along for the ride in this classic adventure. And guys, as always, cheers, and I hope you guys all have a great launch for Classic. We'll talk next week. I know everybody's going to be so excited about Classic and getting their characters leveled up, and I can't wait to maybe talk to some of you guys. And it's almost here, guys. What we've been waiting for, our favorite game, is finally going to be back. And I'm just so excited, man. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you later. Bye.